Don't even play with me. Get the... Oh my God, I got a KO from the top. Oh, what a hit! All right, folks, we're back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to WWE 2K25, myGM mode here on the Backbreaker Gaming YouTube channel. Always a pleasure having you here, and we're back with a new game, a new feel, some new matches, some new GMs, and a whole lot of craziness. I think it'd be the best way to put it. So tonight, the plan is right now for us to go through the internal beginnings, just see how things go. And then we're going to draft ourselves a roster, draft ourselves a brand, a GM, and a roster. So we can get things hooked up. So when we're here next time, we can get right into booking the show here. So I've heard a lot of good things. I haven't heard a lot about myGM in total. I know there's a ton more GMs that we have available. There's more shows that we have available. But yeah, there's some interesting things coming up the pipe, I do believe. So I've left my background as white right now because we don't know exactly which way we're going yet. Once we pick a brand, I'll pick a color and we can go with it. So, but with that being said, you guys are here to watch me yapper yet. We'll be chatting a lot during these next 125 episodes? So 25 weeks, five shows. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. So with that being said, let's check this out.
Breeze, how's your show doing over there, man?
It's okay. I think I have to release Jody Garcia.
Oh, not Jody. She's carried you for like 2 seasons.
Yeah, but she wants bonuses and title matches, and actually, I might trade her after the PLE.
Oh, that'd be good because her morale under your regime has been pretty bad.
Morale? How's the stamina and the injuries on your side?
Stamina injuries are fine because everybody's morale is so high.
No, but that's normally the problem on your show is the stamina and the injury. You have no people to choose from.
That's not the problem on my side. The problem on your side is you don't have the cash. Look at me, I'm wearing velvet. What do you have on? What do you bring to your super... Legendary General Manager and Hall of Famer himself, Paul Heyman. Sir, how can we help you? Wise, yes.
Your tribal chief is on his way. He does not like raised voices.
It's his fault. Okay, we'll say that.
You start it every time.
You can tell it by the way he's dressed. He has no manners. No home training. You're doing it. The smug little face.
I do this every time.
All right, Adam, I will see how things go. We're doing a real preliminary thing here tonight.
You didn't get it from me.
Give me this. Unique PLE power cards. It looks like you can get unique cards from winning PLEs.
No way. And
Wait, what?
Home shows into the PLEs, and all brands are in the PLEs.
What do you mean all brands are in the PLEs?
All of my guys, all of your guys, they're together.
What? Give me this.
What?
New match types, dude. Look, Money in the Bank. Gauntlet matches.
What?
Underground.
Oh, you still have to stick to your time, though. There's a timer this year.
A timer. Online. Oh, Breeze, I'm gonna crush you this year. It's not even
You
close.
might as well give up now.
Give up now? What are you talking about?
You have to give up now.
You know what? There's only one way to find out.
I guess there is.
Yeah. Simulate. You have to. It's the same. Ready? Simulate. Breeze, which? This camera. Okay, ready? Simulate.
All right, so we get to pick locally or online. So if we go online, the following features are disabled when playing online. Custom GMs, so you have to pick a GM. Custom rosters, so we have all this thing about creating our own roster, that gets thrown out the window. Playing matches and spectating matches, so literally all we can do is sim. So I will admit, the online version, it's going to be more about how we set things up more than how things play out. So, at least locally, we can do everything that we've planned before. So let's get to it. Welcome to myGM. Each GM has a unique power card they can use. Power cards are useful tools that you can use to gain advantages in your seasons. Choose wisely because you won't be able to change your mind later. Okay. Well, of course we can change our mind because we can always change things. All right. So we're going to be human. You know what? Let's go to brand first, then let's go to GM. Choosing your brand, just like your GM choice, your brand will take all sorts of unique power cards. Create a combination of GM and brand that will take it to the top. All right, so we have SmackDown, who we ran last year. 6 random superstars on your roster will have their popularity increased by 6. You got Raw, which supposed opposing brand to make 5 randomly selected superstars that cannot be booked in matches next week. Cannot be used on the last week of a season or a week before a PLE. So in other words, they can't let you, you can't screw somebody on their PLE with the card. NXT Fighting Champion title matches booked for this week will receive a large match rating boost. Meh. 2.0. Fresh meat. Reduce the price of the next 3 superstars you purchase this week by 50%. That could be good if you got free agents. WCW Classically Trained. Extend the duration of all contracts currently on your roster by 5 weeks. Can't be used on the last week of the season. Well, that's obvious. Extreme Rules. Block all opposing brands from using 3 randomly selected champions for next week's show. Can't be used on the first or last weeks of a season. So that's how they screwed me out of the... remember how Heyman always screwed me out of having a women's championship match in every first PLE? That's how you do it. And then there's this NXT Mutiny, which you do have to play the MyRise to understand a little more. Ruthless Terms. Collect the full contract price of the next 3 superstars you fire this week. So if you're really out of money, you can really screw somebody over and get your money back. Take Raquel. She's awesome. We will take a look here and see what our money's worth, Zodiac. So, all right. Which brand do you think we should go with tonight? Honestly, I think SmackDown was probably the worst choice that we could have made last time because MyRise and the Mutiny thing's kind of cool. Yeah, I've heard about it. I just haven't played it because, well, I'm ass at the game, so I haven't really worried about it a whole lot. Do we want to go raw and screw our neighbor like Adam Pearce did to us after finishing off our main event here of season 1 or our finale last year? What could WCW do? Extend the contracts of my whole roster by 5 weeks. So basically, we just pay everybody longer to stick around. So if I hire a lot of free agents, that'll bounce that up. So I won't do ECW, and I'm not going to use ECW again this year just because we had that problem with the women's championship matches, or no women's championship matches, so everything else got bonused. So I'm thinking, actually, WCW might be a good choice here. For right now, we'll do that. WCW or Raw? Yeah, I think we're gonna go with WCW. I don't need to screw my champions that much. Yeah, we'll definitely use that. All right, GM. This is gonna be interesting. We got a lot to pick one. WCW's a long game pick. Fair enough. So we got Pierce, who can increase the level of all active rivalries. We got Sonya Deville, who power cards in the store are free and grant 2 copies when purchased. So you can actually double your power cards when you use that card with her. Stephanie earned twice as much money from arena attendance this week.
What the hell is that?
Just sum that up. Select a superstar from an opposing brand. They will permanently join your roster next week. The selected superstar may not be a title holder, not usable the first and last week of the season. So we could hook somebody off somebody's roster. All your superstars will recover 12 stamina. That's actually a pretty decent one. Bischoff, double all show logistic bonuses this week, excluding arena capacity ticket cost. Xavier's leading right now? Yeah, I think so. Cactus Jacked. Select opposing brand. 5 superstars who participate in the show next week will be injured. Selected at random, can't be used in the last week of the season. So Cactus Jack can injure a third of your roster. Wow. Power of the Punch. Selected opposing brand. All superstars on their roster lose to popularity to start next week. Cactus Jack and Raw would be brutal. Yeah. We're definitely not going that way. 2 times per season, all promos this week are free and have their results doubled. That's pretty weak for Paul. Teddy! Just a minute, playa. Remove all match bonuses and quality boosts plus set match XP gained to very low for all opposing brands in next week's show. That sucks. So basically, if he books that for a pay-per-view, you are screwed. Ava, medics on standby. And can't be done at a PLE, yeah. Teddy's ability should be you able to book Taker anytime you want. Or a tag team match. Tag team matches are all free. Ava, medics on standby 2 times per season. Prevent all superstars on your brand from being injured in matches this week. So she is a perfect defense for Cactus Jack. She's a perfect defense for Cactus. Contract Magnet. 2 times per season, add 10 weeks to a contract's extent duration. Great idea. We don't need it because we got that the brand card. Shawn Michaels, Heartbreaker. Supposed opposing brand. Next week's 5 superstars on their roster will permanently lose 1 promo skill. Wow. Select rapidly, cannot drop below 1. Sensational Sherry. Select an opposing brand, reduce all morale of all their superstars by 1 rank next week. So basically, she can make everybody sad, which I can sort of understand. Mega Power for Miss Elizabeth. Select a superstar in your brand that immediately max out their popularity, stamina, and morale. That could be like a jumper. That's what you can call it. Just once though, yeah. Armando Alejandro Estrada. Squash match. 2 times per season, all superstars in your brand who win their matches gain double ring XP. Salty. 2 times per season, triple the cost of all opposing brands matches for next week's show. That actually triple the cost. Now that would be salty. And then CM Punk. Reduce the fan retention of all opposing brands by 3% during next week's show. So that's only for 1 week, though. Then the custom. Legend Whisperer. Select a superstar on your roster to immediately increase their level to 20 and become legendary. So we could actually have Mike the ref be the GM and boost somebody to level 20 whenever we feel like it. Like anyone. Salty Cactus or Xavier? Yeah. All right, I think... You know what? Last time, one of the biggest concerns that we had was the fact that we couldn't get Bailey out of Raw last year. Or in 2K24. So I think we're actually going to go on a little revenge tour here. Yeah, I think we're going to go this way. Now select your rival GMs. Choose 3. All right. Who do we want to face? One's got to be Breeze. I think we're pretty solid on that. Who does Breeze get? Who do we want to face here, chat? We're going to get 3 other brands going here. We're going to do a full 4 group. So SmackDown? All right. All right, the other 2... Who would you say would be our better choices here? All right, Zodiac, which brand you want Punk to have? Do we go with Mutiny, NXT 2.0? NXT Mutiny, okay. And our 4th one. If we're doing this, I'm thinking, you know what? Let's do Ava at NXT. I think this is how we're going to go. So as we go through these, none of these are really... Punk's ability should be to switch brands whenever he wants. Yeah. Why is he a GM option? Well, that was probably part of the game. And also when this game was coming out, the scuttlebutt backstage was the fact that he was at NXT basically wanting to become the next GM. And I also think, does he share that with Cody? I love it, guys. I love it. All right, I think we're set. And the one thing I like about this is there's nothing that we're really... Nobody's going to start screwing anybody else over here, really, as we go through. The only one is Punk is going to be able to reduce our fan retention by 3%, which is fine. But yeah, let's see what we can do here in terms of getting going here now. All right, so we'll play it on normal. This is big. I like this. Remember last year we always got confused about why Hall of Fame trophies were the #1 thing? They fixed it now. So you can pick what your top category for winning is. And of course we're going to go with fans, even though we are going to get to 10. We are going to go with a $4 million budget because, well, frankly, I want that. Do we want to go? Oh, I like this. I like how they changed this now. It's not just regular. Do we want to go round robin where it's random for the order? Or do we want to go reverse rank last to first every week? I think it'd actually be pretty cool if we do a reverse rank. It's like golf, right? Like the guy with the worst score goes first. Really glad they pumped some resources into this mode. Didn't tap out after. Yeah, me too. Shakeups we have on draft pool. Oh, we are getting interesting here, folks. We are loading up the AEW roster for this. And most importantly, I am in the game. Nobody better draft me or I will kill them. Okay, these are all the others. They're all local, so we can deal with that there. Okay, I think we can actually go through this later and determine who's got... Okay, so we're going to go with the regular roster that's available. There's 40 pages to go through here. We're not going through all that. I'll go initial for this one. That way I just remember that way, so. Auto draft. Oh no, we're drafting. Start with a few match types, unlock additional matches by improving your brand over logistics. Oh no, we have to earn this. Booking timer, you can go up to 15 minutes. Could you imagine? This is a death wish here. Book it for 1 minute. 1 minute. We're going to turn it off, of course, so. We'll make sure that we... You know what? Let's keep it to 15 minutes. And we'll do a 5% penalty for fans. That way we get a little bit of a feel about what the timer is all about and everything going on, so. All right, I think it's time we start our draft. Season 1! Each GM will draft with a budget of 4 million. GMs to take turns. 9 rounds of drafting. After the 9th round, drafting becomes optional. GMs can opt out. If you're not sure who to pick, don't be afraid to ask for recommendations. You can also view each superstar's info page for additional stats and perks. Think about the role. Consider the ring level, role class, superstar, blah, blah, blah. Speaking of matchups, you also want to pair different classes to each other. Giants, cruisers, bruisers, fighters, specialists, anyone. You'll find the goods and bads when you mix different classes, so make sure to take notes. How well it draws crowds of viewers. Even if you book a bad match, fans will still come pouring in if the superstar is a high enough level ring. Ring level also determines how many perks a superstar has available to them. Alright, so same old, same old. Ring level popularity, playing matches, promos. Superstars get tired, keep close to their stamina. All right, we got a first overall pick. Cody? Hell no. We could take Tanahashi as our first pick just to screw everybody up. Ref is the first overall pick. How much am I asking for? There's a lot of wrestlers that are available here. $229,000.
WCW drafts the ringer, Mike, the total package, Malenko.
Okay, so we got a fighter now. We screwed ourselves royally here right off the bat, but we'll make up for it. Two of the picks I wanted. Red Sinclair goes number 4 to NXT. Okay. Bianca, Io, Asuka, or Gunther is their recommendations. We could go with Cactus Green to start off, or Athena. Get my female lead now. I got a feeling Chelsea will be there.
WCW selects Bailey.
Let's get Bailey in here. We've been trying to fight for Bailey here for pretty much half the last year. Got you, champ. Wait, yeah, well, we're going to pick that later. LA Knight, Kofi. Okay, so let's get some opponents in here. We need some heels. Who do you want first, chat? Britt Baker, DMD, or Cactus Chelsea? Wait a second, hold on here. Cactus Chelsea's 2 Oh my god. Regular Chelsea's order 152,000.
WCW chooses.
Thanks, Chelsea. Good to see you here. They can take all the big names. I'm going to build my roster up. Okay, so we need another male. Drew, Roman. Carrion wouldn't be a bad pick. Cactus Chelsea is cooler. Yes, I downloaded her. Why is Christian a face at the... That's a good question. Because somebody wasn't booking it right? I don't know. some of these wrestlers are actually pretty cheap for me, so let's get back up here. Where's my budget right now? 331. Oh, I got lots of money. We're only halfway in. Where is he? He's a face. Why are you putting him as a face? I think all the created characters ended up being faces. I think we go this way. If we're going WCW, Cross or Drew? Let's see if we can do it this way. I think Drew actually might be 51 and 65. What's carrying? Only level 10. Let's get Drew in here. Let's get Drew into
WCW drafts Drew McIntyre.
Wendy Chu. Bianca Belair. Ooh, took Athena. Good pick. Good pick. All right, we got Chelsea already. All right, chat, which one do I bring in? I want to bring in a specialist. Oh, actually, Bailey's a specialist already. So let's not... Let's find a bruiser for Chelsea. Got Fallon. Well, I guess she needs a face bruiser. Ivy Isle. Zodiac, this one's for you, kid.
WCW chooses Jane Hay.
Hi, Jamie. Mariah May got picked to Mutiny. Go figure. All right, let's check out here. Danielson's only at 50 popularity? Man, whoever was doing these stats is crazy. Stats are randomized for each season. Okay, that makes sense. Oh.
WCW picks Kenny Omega.
Wow, they actually got Kenny Omega's name in there. Jay White, Otis, and Ludwig Kaiser. Okay. All right, so probably go for a female here. That's Creative Bailey, so that's why I should have maybe taken her with the cheaper mount, but... Don't think that's part of the game on default. No, it's not default. It's how you enter, that's all. Mercedes pretty cheap here. But I'd like to get a heel. Tiff at 155. India's a okay. Just for the record, shirts up.
WCW picks Indy Hartwell.
Nobody's taking Cody's got the biggest fall from grace in this whole thing here. Okay, so we need a heel male, I do believe. We got a face fighter, heel bruiser, face specialist. Well, I guess Kenny's universal, so he can take on anybody. Let's take a look at the new cards. Oh, whoop. That's my bad. Superstar info, there we go. Welcome to your Superstars info page where you'll find all the info you need about everything about rivalries, contract, XP, and perks. Increase their XP. The free experience that will rookie establishment. Blah, blah. 1 to 2 perks when select. Keep in mind the unlocked perks are permanent. Yes, because usually when I'm getting rid of people. Tornado tag and basic stamina. Might not be the worst choice in the world. Or we could get ah. Fletcher at 210. Lexus King at 100 grand. Oh, that'd be shazing. Any picks, chat? Anything you want to... I'm pretty much open to all these here. Because I think a lot of the picks that I'll take later will be available regardless. Finn's at $2.99. Shibata's $1 1/4. Fletch. Initial feud for Kenny. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But he can take anybody, so... Let's see if we get somebody with some decent stats to help out with... You know what? For somebody that cheap...
WCW chooses Solo.
We can have Kenny and Solo go at it. Fallon, Razor. Just thought of Dom. Like, I think he's still here. Build my ideal tags now. Well, there is one guy I got in mind, but I think he's already gone. Yeah, Jacob's not in this yet. You know what? For 161,000, he could be a tag fighter too. Okay, now it's all optional, so we can go with whatever. All right, we're not quitting yet. Oh, I think we'll probably go... Does WCW Women's Tag? I think so. Yeah, it would be nice if we could get him as the singles. You know what? I'm going to wait on him. It's not like anybody's taking Gallows right now anyway. Yeah.
WCW selects Luke Gallows.
I know who I'm going to pick next for women's tag. Oh, they took Moxley. Oh, goody. All right. So we got Anderson and Gallows. Gallows is a level 20, so that actually was a pretty good... That was a pretty good pick on my part. I was gonna pick Theory and Waller, but they don't match up properly. Need a couple fighters here. How much was Fletcher? 210? Not much for a pop there. Got too far. I need to get some heels in here. Because we do have free agents we're going to have to sign too, right? So I don't need to get too stupid here. I think I found my tag team chat.
WCW picks Charlie Dempsey.
Of course, Punk's going to take Perez. Yeah.
WCW chooses Chad Gable.
Personally, I build all my champs out and who I want to feud with. In my budget short, I supplement them with 3. So now we're going to go to the women's tag. Yes, there's 2 Cora Jades here. The cheaper one actually has more accurate. I do believe it's the more current download. There are a lot of women available still. And I think that's what we're going to go for our women's tag champs.
WCW chooses Britt Baker.
Don Callis going to SmackDown. Attaboy. And
WCW drafts.
gotta take the MVP from 25 or 24. Gotta take the MVP. We got Indy and we got Indy and we got Candice, or we got Indy and we got JC now. So we're pretty much okay. Now we just need a couple faces. Could take on our champs. Nope. And too far. So I think the other one we're going to take.
WCW picks CEO Mercedes.
And I think for our last, I'm gonna pick, I don't have any bruisers outside of Nikita Lyons here. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold out. And we got our feud done. We'll pick up a female bruiser in free agency who can work with JC Jane, unless we got a specialist here. Where the hell did you guys come from? Oh, I need a face one, that's why. I was wondering about that. Are there any specialists that I would want to use? Natalia for 200. Julia's 257. Gigi's 144. Knockoff Bailey's 148. Anna Jay's okay. Now I think we're going to be done with this point. Yeah, Nikita Lyons is the first recommended too. Damn it. All right, I think we got this. That's a hell of a roster, if you ask me. And look who's right up front. The ref and Bailey right up front, right where we need to be. We are going to dominate. And I can't remember all the wrestlers that I added, so this could be very fun. I just think I don't want to waste that much money, right? We still have... We got to make some money before we start doing it. Like, these guys are going to have no cash going forward. All right, Mutiny's done. Becky and Kofi are the top two fighters on their roster. Mike Bailey to NXT. Gee, that won't circulate rumors. Rhea and LA Knight for SmackDown. Nobody took Cody. Ren Sinclair and Gunther. Will Ospreay on NXT as well. Oh my. So there's our lineup, folks. Drew McIntyre and Kenny Omega are our top two stars right now. SmackDown's led by Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Becky Lynch and Stax Lorenzo over at Mutiny, so good on Stax for getting that spot. Gunther and Ren Sinclair, followed by Will Ospreay. So in this game, Ren Sinclair is more popular than Will Ospreay. And NXT's got a... I like that NXT roster a lot. They got Tonga Loa and Jacob Fatu for their tag. Yeah, I'm going to have to build up through free agency here a lot.